Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Tuesday at noon, a Hopkins County jury found John Henry Bonner, age 47, guilty of forgery of a financial instrument. It's a state jail felony. He will be sentenced by the judge in 2 to 3 weeks. Bonner has committed the act of forgery in at least 2 other counties in Texas. Assistant District Attorney Clay Harrison subpoenaed witnesses from those areas for testimony in the case locally. Hopkins County Commissioner's Court narrowed the number of applicants to 6 and has begun the interview process for a new county fire chief. County Judge Robert Newsom told KSST News that commissioners received 12 applicants, narrowed the field to 6, interviewed 2 on Monday. They will interview the final 4 on Wednesday. They hope to have a new county fire chief in place by July the 1st. In action during their regular meeting Monday, court approved a bid for just over $120,000 for a new roof over the meeting rooms at the Regional Civic Center. They also appointed Dr. I.L. Baucom as infection control officer for the county. When the Sulphur Springs School Board met Monday night, it was a time to say goodbye and a time to look to the future. Randy Reed was honored for his years of service in administration, and the board heard reports regarding a teacher training experience being offered locally that would be expanded next year to include regional schools in the local summer training. It was Randy Reed's last school board meeting. The assistant superintendent's long career in education comes to a close in mid-month. However, in this final meeting with the board, Reed was honored by Superintendent Michael Lamb, who introduced Reed's grandchildren to lead the pledges to the United States flag and the Texas flag. He also allowed the two to tell why they were glad their dandy was retiring. Lamb also stated that the last 4 years had afforded an opportunity for him to learn much from Reed regarding the local education system. Reed stated that he had enjoyed the relationship with board members and with teachers. He said that he had missed the kids when he moved into administration, but that administration is about relationships, and he had enjoyed working with a quality board. This year's board includes some who knew Reed as coach while in their school experience. Don Sapal said of Reed, "You handled a lot of difficult situations that people do not know about, and you handled those things so well." Lisa Robinson provided information to the board regarding the Sulphur Springs Summer Learning Conference being conducted at Sulphur Springs Middle School beginning tomorrow, Wednesday, and continuing through Friday. Robinson stated that the conference focuses on teachers sharing with teachers and will serve to provide up to 12 hours of required teacher training. Over 200 teachers are attending the 115 sessions that are being provided. The conference is open only to local teachers, but the district hopes to open the training to other school districts next year. Don Roundtree gave an update on the Regional Civic Center Auditorium renovation project. The first event to be held in the auditorium will be the Hopkins County Dairy Festival Queen Pageant on Saturday, June 18th. Roundtree stated that the previous week had provided several challenges due to weather, but that workers had accomplished all but the final coat of paint on the stage floor. He stated that that would be done after the pageant. He also said that workers had tuned the audio-visual system. They had completed the carpet on the auditorium floor and the rubber floor on the accessibility ramps. Roundtree reported that Broadcast Works, who installed the audio-visual system, will operate the board for the Dairy Festival pageant as a means of training local workers in the operation of the board. Doug Whitt, Samco Capital Markets Incorporated, reviewed the plan of finance and schedule of events for the sale and issuance of maintenance tax notes. Whitt told the board that interest rates were extremely low. He pointed out that maintenance tax notes of over $7.5 million could be paid off in 10 to 20 years. That's the amount the school board will consider in their July 11th meeting when they open bids for those bonds. Interest rate is expected to be 2.75%. The local school district has an A1 bond rating on Moody's. Whitt told the local district that with a healthy tax rate, which the district currently has on other maintenance tax notes, a healthy future can be maintained at the current pace. Kristen Monk reported on summer activities throughout the district, including the YMCA program at the Silver Springs Elementary School. She told the board that 65 children are enrolled at a fee of $65 per week per child. This year, the students will swim 1 day a week and go on a field trip 1 day each week. The board set the 45-day contract release date for resignation notifications. That will be July 7th. They also approved an upgrade for the security system at the Early Childhood Learning Center campus. They purchased a skid loader for the maintenance department from Holt Cat. That skid loader will be used quite often in the rebuilding of athletic fields around Sulphur Springs High School. They also accepted a bid to repave the high school parking lot. There was only one bid given by 5W Contracting, and it was lower than had been expected. The new parking lot will add 100 additional spaces for parking. Chad and Rhonda Young, owners of KSST Radio, Channel 18 Television, and KSSTradio.com, presented KSST intern Stephen Payne with a scholarship Monday afternoon in the lobby of KSST Studios. Payne will begin his college career at the University of North Texas at Denton in the fall as he seeks a double major. He will major in digital journalism and also major in English with a concentration in creative writing. He's also considering a possible minor in political science. He chose UNT because of the quality of both the journalism department and the English department. He stated that his familiarity with the campus and the fact that tuition at UNT is not as high as some universities also factored into his decision. After graduation from UNT, Payne hopes to work as a political journalist and eventually author fiction and poetry. He's a member of the class of 2016, a second-year intern at KSST. His primary assignment began with both writing and photography for KSSTradio.com, but has expanded into radio as well. Reminiscent of the days of Radio Workshop, the intern program is designed to assist students to learn more about the world of mass media, including radio, television, and other avenues in the communications field. Interns serve part-time under the supervision of the department director to which they are assigned and are reassigned in various areas of the organization as they desire to expand their interests. Here's Don with sports.
Two former Sulphur Springs athletes have new positions with the Sulphur Springs ISD after they were approved by the school board on Monday night. Former Wildcat soccer player and distance runner Ross Hicks, who has been a PE teacher and a coach at the middle school, has been hired by athletic director Greg Owens as the Wildcats cross-country coach. Hicks will also be a Wildcat soccer assistant coach, and he will be a special ed teacher at the high school. Coach Hicks will replace Andy Holt as cross-country coach. Coach Holt is headed for Frisco Wakeland, where he will be their soccer coach. Coach Hicks will also assist new Wildcat soccer coach Nikki Wiggins. The board also approved Coach Owens hiring a former Lady Cat soccer player, Macy Hurley, to be a PE teacher and girls coach at the middle school. After high school, Hurley played goaltender at UT Tyler. Wildcats athletic director and head football coach Greg Owens is a big believer in the Edge, a challenging summer conditioning program. Coach Owens brought the Edge with him when he took over at his alma mater in 2006. The Edge starts Monday and will run for 6 weeks, Mondays through Thursdays from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. through July 21st. It's for boys and girls in competitive athletic programs. Coach Owens says this year he has added middle school Edge. It also starts Monday and will run through June 30th, Mondays through Thursdays from 9:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. each day. Coach Owens says middle school Edge will feature introduction to weights and agility drills. Coach Owens says the Edge is a pretty intense general conditioning program. He says last year about 200 students started out and 120 were still around at the end. He says it is a serious program, and he cautions if you're not serious, don't show up. Coach Owens says the Edge is especially good for athletes in fall sports and will get them ready. He says it will get the athletes into the best shape of their life. Coach Owens feels the greatest thing about the Edge is the mental aspect, as it increases the athlete's confidence, especially after they survive it.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers.
In the evening, the old man leans out of his window and should leave. He waits for his dreams as he studies the smoke from his pipe. He watches the swirling, dancing blue shimmer in the fading light. Conjure up the memories from the coming night. Plus distractions that obscure his eyes. In the evening, the old man leans out of his window with true leave. Our eyes meet across the miles and years that go between him and me. I don't have to ask what it is you see reflected in the distant eyes. Or as if you heard the message on the wind. I know time is the only coin I've got to spend. In the evening, the old man leans out of his window and should leave. He's 50 years away when the breeze blows a lock of hair out of place. A hat will shield his day when his trousers roll. When he walks along the beach, it said romance can be heard singing each to each. Somehow I know they'll not sing to me. I should have been paying ragged claws, scuttling across the floor of the silent seas. Dreaming who walks along the beach, listening for the mermaids singing each to each. Somehow I know they'll not sing to me. Somehow I know they'll not sing to me.
Well, that was pretty cool.
It's called Proof Rock's Lament.